Good morning, my Real News Media TV family. Thank you so much for tuning in this morning for another news update for Wednesday, September 17, 2025. And in the news this morning, 2 motorcyclists die in head-on South Manchester crash. 2 motorcyclists are dead and a pillion admitted in serious condition at hospital after 2 motorcycles reportedly crashed head-on Bussell Lane in South Manchester on Tuesday. Residents identified both motorcyclists. However, the police have yet to release their names. Preliminary reports are that about 6 p.m., the motorcycles were traveling in opposite directions on Bussell Lane when one of the bikes veered to the right, causing a head-on collision. The injured men were transported to the Mandeville Regional Hospital, where the 2 motorcyclists were pronounced dead and the pillion admitted. Police personnel from the Area 3 Accident Investigation and Reconstruction Unit were on the scene probing the crash. Statistics from the police show that up to 6 a.m. Tuesday, September 16, there were 275 road fatalities compared to 268 for the corresponding period last year. Gang conflict behind the double murder in Maverley, says the police. Head of the St. Andrews South Police, Acting Senior Superintendent Damon Manderson, says a gang feud is behind the Monday evening's murder of 2 people, including a 2-year-old boy, on Greenmead Road in Maverley, St. Andrew. From all our information thus far, we can say that this is stemming from a gang conflict within the Maverley space that is spanning years of feud between top and bottom Maverley, between men from Greenmead and those from other roads within the community, Manderson told the journalists.
We're standing here along Greenmead Road in Maverley, where last night around about 7 p.m. an unfortunate situation unfolded, where residents coming home, of course, from their regular day's activity and just liming, sitting outside their gates playing with children and otherwise, when a motor car drove up, went into the lane, turned, and upon exiting, stopped, several explosions. When all was said and done, we had 3 persons shot and injured. Unfortunately, John Jackson, 2 years old, was one of those victims. They were all taken to the Kingston Public Hospital, where 2 of those individuals, John included, was pronounced dead. An unfortunate situation in a community like this, in fact in any community, if you may say. So far the investigations are well on way in IDing and identifying the perpetrators of this. From all our information thus far, we can say that this is stemming from a gang conflict within the Maverley space that is spanning years of feuding between top and bottom Maverley, between men from Greenmead and those from other roads within the community. And this, of course, comes at an unfortunate time because we have been working with this community with over 6 months since the last incident taking place in this community. This will not deter us though, because our partnership and our engagement with the stakeholders and the members of the community is ongoing, and this will only intensify. And it, of course, highlight the need for continued partnership with those inside here. But thus far, I want to say this, that we're appealing to a particular individual to come in and speak with the police. That is Courtney Ashley, also goes by the name Bloodstain, goes by the name Stain, goes by the name Alien, Blood, and all the other names that his cronies in the underworld may associate with him. And so we're appealing to him, wherever he is, to turn himself into the police, come and speak with us. And so we appeal to members of the public who may see, who may know of Ashley, to report his whereabouts to us.
2-year-old John Jackson and Kimberly Powell, 25, otherwise called Beans, a business operator from Greenmead Road in Maverley, were shot dead by gunmen as they sat at the entrance to a premises in the community. Another man was shot and injured during the incident and has since been hospitalized. It is understood that around 7:15 p.m., the 3 were sitting on a board bench when a white Nissan AD wagon drove into the lane, passed where they sat, and proceeded to the end of the road. The vehicle turned, drove, and stopped where they were, and the occupants opened fire at them, hitting all 3. Residents rushed them to the hospital, where doctors pronounced Jackson and Powell dead. The other man was admitted in serious condition.
Oh my gosh, shot, I was sitting on the bench over there, so. And a car drive down and turn, go down and the road go turn, come up back and window wind down and shot the start fire. Yeah, I was have a baby in my hand. And the next guy was sit close to me and the next guy sit on the right. When me have a child, I just be a shot start fire, baby get shot, me get shot, and the youth get shot. Me had to shot them, when me run off and come back, me say baby get shot.
Robbery suspect arrested and a large sum of cash seized in Manchester. A robbery suspect has been arrested and a significant amount of cash was seized on Monday following a coordinated operation by the Manchester police. In a separate incident on the same day, the Manchester police also seized the 2 prohibited weapons and the several rounds of ammunition. Reports are that the robbery suspect was arrested on Greenvale Main Road in the parish about 11:30 a.m. According to commanding officer for the Manchester Division, Superintendent Kerry Duncan, a robbery took place on Mountain View Avenue in St. Andrew earlier on Monday. He said using the police radio network, a description of the vehicle was shared island-wide, and subsequently, a vehicle matching the description, a 2019 Toyota Axia motor car, was spotted by a police team on Greenvale Road in the parish. The motor vehicle was intercepted. The sole occupant of the vehicle was arrested, and the cash, including Jamaica and the United States currencies, was seized. Later that day, about 12:50 p.m., a police team seized a SSCY 9mm pistol and 13 9mm rounds of ammunition on Battersea Main Road in the parish after they intercepted a Toyota Mark X motor car during a vehicular checkpoint operation. 2 men were arrested in connection with the seizure. Superintendent Duncan says the police returned to the Battersea Road area about 8:35 p.m. Monday night. There, the team reportedly saw 4 men fleeing the area. When they arrived, the men escaped. During a search of the area, the police seized a Taurus 9mm semi-automatic pistol and 17 9mm rounds of ammunition. According to Superintendent Duncan, the seizures on Monday bring to 21 the number of firearms seized in the parish since the start of the year. Superintendent Duncan said more than 1,000 rounds of ammunition have also been seized. These interceptions and seizures bring into focus or strategic and deliberate policing activities throughout the parish, he said. While commending the men and the women who work in the parish, he also issued a warning to would-be criminals. As long as you are out there, we also will be out there. So the chances of us crossing paths are very high, he stressed. Hospital attendant charged after allegedly spending over $73,000 from a man's bank card. A 40-year-old hospital attendant has been charged with unauthorized access to computer data and a simple larceny after he allegedly used another person's debit card to make several purchases. Charged is Kemar Smith of Maypen, Clarendon. Reports from the Maypen police are that about 8 p.m. on Friday, August 29, a man used his bank card to withdraw funds from an automated teller machine in Maypen in the parish. The following morning, he discovered that his bank card was missing. He later received several notifications of unauthorized transactions. Between Saturday, August 30 and Sunday, August 31, 2025, Smith allegedly made purchases at various business establishments in the parish and online amounting to $73,146.38. The matter was reported to the police, who immediately launched an investigation. Smith was subsequently identified and taken into custody. A caution statement was recorded, after which he was formally charged. His court date is being finalized. Election campaign material to be removed by today. The political ombudsman is appealing to political parties, candidates, campaign managers, agents, and supporters to remove election campaign-related advertisements and paraphernalia by the Wednesday, September 17 deadline. Under the law, political representatives are required within 14 days of Election Day to remove all campaign materials, including posters, banners, billboards, murals, painted slogans, flags, streamers, stickers, placards, and ribbons from public and private property, the office noted. Meanwhile, the political ombudsman also commended stakeholders who have commenced the cleaning up activities in compliance with the law and in an effort to restore public and private spaces across Jamaica. Members of the public are also being encouraged to assist in restoring order by reporting campaign materials left in place after September 17, 2025. Guys, thanks for watching. Please join us this afternoon at 2 p.m. for another news update.